Hey everyone, Tiffany here with a Journal With Me video. So the new season of Get Messy recently started this Monday that has passed, and I'm just working on a page in my season of story journal. So this is the journal that I handmade. If you saw my previous video, you'll know that I made this out of chipboard and fabric. And right now I am just looking for an alpha. I'm looking for an S. I wanted to use a big S, but none of my big alphas had any S's left because I just wanted to write story on the first page when you open up the book. I don't necessarily journal on the first page. It's always like a intro page of sorts. So for this one, it's just going to say story. It's kind of like how I did my Season of Kindness journal. The first page, when you open up the journal, it just says kindness on it. So that is what I'm doing here, and I ended up using this acetate letter S. It's from a pink paisley collection, and I believe it's C'est La Vie, and I've had these alphas forever, and I use them here and there, but I really just don't use them. So of course I had an S in there. So I'm just gonna use that, and I have these little alpha stickers from me and my big ideas, and I just put in like the little typewriter font story. So it's just gonna sit there and just gonna say story, and that is my first intro page. And so now I've flipped to the first spread here, and in the first spread I'm going to do an introduction. So for every journal, I always write up an introduction. So I'm just looking through all the little bits that I have on my desk that sort of match the colors of this journal to find some things. So here I'm looking through some journaling cards. I actually designed these journaling cards, and you can find them in my shop if you're interested. But I think I settle on the card that has the sheet music with the green butterfly, and that's where I'm going to do my journaling on. So I'm going to use the back to journal my introduction to my story. So I went ahead and got a little glacine bag. I love these glacine bags. I save them from when I get like scrapbooking kits and stuff like that, and the card fits in there perfectly, and you can still sort of see the design through the bag. So I'm gonna use that so that I can layer things on top of the bag but still have the card accessible. So I went ahead and I printed out a photo of myself when I was about 2 or 3 years old, and this is a scan photo. So my dad used to take a lot of photos. He basically documented my entire childhood in photos, and they're all 35mm photos, so they're all printed and they're all in these old photo albums. So this one I had scanned in for a different project like years ago, and I had it, so I just basically reprinted the scan on a smaller scale to fit into my journal. And I want to include it because this season's all about telling your story, and I think a lot of art journalers, they have trouble including photographs in their journals, and I think that's one of the things that we at Get Messy really want to share, is that you can use your personal photos in your journals. And so here I am just working this page sort of like a scrapbook, and I know not a lot of journalers, especially art journalers, scrapbook like this, but I'm basically just working this page like a scrapbook. I am mounting my photo behind some paper, and the paper I just tore. It was like a scrap piece of paper, and I just tore it, and I layered a smaller doily behind it and this little piece of ephemera, which is actually a stamp. So if you caught my Instagram stories when I was taking over the Get Messy account, you would have seen that I made some ephemera from stamps that I had. I just took a blank piece of paper and some stamps and black ink, and I just stamped out all the images and fussy cut them. So I have a few of those left over, and I used it. It was like a little floral piece there. And so I just kind of layered all that stuff together. I ended up adding another smaller doily to balance out the delicateness of the doily, and now I'm just putting it all down with some double-sided tape on top of my glacine bag. I also added a few butterflies. One is a smaller version of the butterfly that's on the card, and the other one is a sticker from Lace and Whimsy. And that's basically that page there. And so on the other side, I'm trying to make a 2-page spread. I just ripped up some music paper, some sheet music, and this is where I'm going to do the art part. And so here I'm just taking some acrylic paints and applying it down with the little credit card technique, and I really love doing this. I really love it because you can put down a thin layer of paint and it dries so quickly, and it's just wonderful. I used this teal color that I like, and then I layered over a different green on top. And now I'm taking this floral stencil and applying some texture paste on top. And I usually use the texture paste as is because I like everything being light and white. And so since I have the color in the background, the flowers are now going to be white and they're going to pop off the page. And I love that. I love how it looks. So I think I have to keep it there for a little bit, but I think I end up continue working. I didn't really let it dry. And I work with the sheet music and I end up gluing it right there, like right on top of all that beautifulness that I just did. You can still see some peeking out though, but that's what I end up doing. And I'm just trimming off the excess paper here. So once I have that down, I basically use it as like a base to write out some sort of title for the entire spread. And I go ahead and I take out those same alpha stickers, those kind of typewriter-y blocked alpha stickers, and I'm pulling out letters to spell out "This is my story," I believe. That basically ends up being the title of this spread. And I put it neatly on that sheet music, but I'm just taking them out right now. But yeah, so that ends up being my title, "This is my story." And off camera, I do go in and do a little bit of journaling behind that journaling card. But that is pretty much it. I really hope that you enjoyed this little journal with me. And thank you for watching my videos like always. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!